Translations is one of the three types of transformations that we'll be digging into today. A translation moves a figure horizontally and vertically without changing the shape, and we refer to this as a rigid motion. Rigid meaning not changing the shape or the size, literally just moving something from one location to another through a series of movements. Remember that horizontally refers to an X movement because the X-axis moves horizontally, and vertically refers to a Y movement because the Y-axis moves vertically. So there's three ways to notate a translation, and we will talk about those three here. Just some review. This is my first image or pre-image because it doesn't have the apostrophes, and we call those primes. This is my second figure or my image because it has the prime, V prime, T prime, and U prime. Again, prime refers to the number of movements. So a description of what is happening to this triangle in description form, like we've already learned. Pick one point, it doesn't matter which one, and then map how it moved. So I would say that it moved vertically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so it vertically shifted up. Six, and it horizontally moved left 3. As we spoke about in our last notes, up is a positive movement and left is a negative movement, and we will use that in the mapping form of the notation. So mapping form, which we've already covered briefly, is when we use the coordinates. So we have our X and we have our Y, and we're going to use the horizontal movement to describe X and the vertical movement to describe Y. So the horizontal movement, we will see, was left 3. So left means negative units. And then vertically shifting up was a positive movement. So we will put up 6. So once again, left 3 and up 6. Now the last way we can do this is the notation form. And the notation form is something new. We haven't learned this one yet, but the notation form just looks at